So going into tryouts, my mentality was, all right, I know how tryouts work. I know that all the coach is going to do. His name was Brown. His name was Charles Brown. And to this day, he still coaches at ENS, at least last I checked. I said, I know all he's going to do is roll the ball out. We're just going to play either 5-on-5 or 3-on-3, maybe half court, maybe full court. I was like, it don't matter. I know I got game no matter which way we play. I know I can show my game. I was even more athletic by this point, so I was like, yeah, I know if I can get a dunk or something, that would definitely impress, especially if I dunk on somebody. And I know I was as athletic as anybody else in that school at that point. I just needed an opportunity to show it. So I'm like, all right, cool. All I got to do is go in there and do my thing. I know I'm better than most of these dudes in here. And I was thinking the same way a lot of you think. I think listening to some of your questions, I'm looking at the people who was on the team last year. So I was like, all right, these guys, the seniors, they gone. So I was like, all right, so this dude came back, him. So I'm counting all the dudes who came back from the team the previous year. So I'm like, all right, it's like 7 or 8 dudes coming back. So then, since it's 12 people on the basketball team, let's just say 12, only 4 people are going to make it. So I'm thinking of all the people in the school who are going to try out. So I'm like, all right, out of all these dudes trying out, it can only be 3 of them better than me. And then if I'm the 4th guy, then I make the basketball team. So out of all these guys, are there no more than 3 guys who could possibly be better than me? And I'm looking around, I'm like, all right, maybe he'll make it because he's tall. Or he might make it because he made it a couple years ago that he didn't make it. Or he might make it because he's athletic or he can shoot. So I'm like, all right. Looking at it, I'm like, okay, I can make this team. I know I can make this team. I just got to outplay these guys. And if I had to go up against one of the players who was on the team last year, even better. Because if I play against one of them, like let's just say if we get in tryouts and the coach matches me up with some other dude who wasn't on the team before and I outplay that guy, it'll look one way because it's like, all right, so you outplayed the dude who wasn't on the team anyway, so I'm not even sure if that means you're good because you outplayed the dude who wasn't on the team. But if I outplay a guy who was on the team, you match me up with somebody that was getting in the games last year, and I outplay him, then it's like, all right, this dude Dre can actually play. I'm thinking the way the coach might be thinking. So I'm like, all right, this dude Dre might be actually able to play because he just outplayed my backup power forward from last season. So I got to put Dre on the basketball team. So we get the tryouts, and this year the coach does it completely different again. This time he's like, all right, we're gonna do 3-on-3 full court. So instead of 3-on-3 half court like the year before, we doing full court. So we get out there for the 3-on-3 full court, and it was me and it was 2 guys who was juniors. One of them actually ended up making the team, and one of them did not make the team. So he was like, all right, I want you to on the wing, you be the big guy, and you bring the ball up. I was like the wing guy. So he told one of the other dudes, bring the ball up. He said, you play the wing, me. And then we had another dude who was like 6'9", and he made the team that year.